think it's better than mine? Try it. Let's see.
Well, I mean, I did learn from the best.
Ah.
You gotta try that.
Damn, I'm messing up already. We're just making the yeast, a little water, yeast, brown sugar. We're going to set that aside and let that bloom while we prepare our base for the dough, which is some flour, baking powder, a little bit of salt. Mix that up. Water, brown sugar, yeast, and butter. I threw it in here because the water was already warm, so it'll soften the butter because I'm impatient. And now that we've added that to the dough, we're just going to stir her, add water, stir, add water, just until everything is incorporated. And then we're going to get our hands into it and mix it really well, making sure that butter is fully incorporated. The water is enough so that it's not dry and the dough pulls off of the side of the bowl into one perfect round little ball. We're going to let that sit aside while we get our saltfish ready. Salted codfish straight into a pot of boiling water. We're going to boil out all the salt that's in it. So this process is going to be a couple of times. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And while we're doing all that, we're going to prepare our veggies for the saltfish. So the classic onions, tomatoes, garlic, scallions, you know, the drill. Back to rinsing out that saltfish once again. I put this as the importance because it's so salty. Taste before you accept it. And then we're going to work on our dough now that it's good and tear them off into little balls so we know how many we're going to make. And then just roll them up into perfect, smooth little bake and set them aside. We're going to let them rest for just a couple more minutes. Sauteing them in a little bit of olive oil, not adding any salt because remember, we boiled out most of the salt from the saltfish, but not all of it. So just seasoning with simple things. And my secret ingredient is some Colombian chili peppers and some sun-dried tomatoes. So delicious. Mash it up until it gets nice and flaky. Add your wiri pepper at the end. And we can finally work on our little bake. I'm going to make these in half because that's how I grew up eating them. Make them however you want. But you don't want them to be super thin, pretty thick. I did a whole one for y'all because, you know, that's what y'all like. Y'all usually eat it this way. And you bathe it in the oil as it cooks. Those little baby ones are baby bake. Shout out to my sister. She loves those. And before you know it, you've got the perfect breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Enjoy.
Yeah, I like it this way because it's easier to work with. You can see it now makes a pocket. You can just fill it with the saltfish.
You gotta try it.
That's right.
I think my bake is better though.
It has enough pepper?
Oh yeah, you not put the wiri
I
in
need
there.
some pepper. Even the jumpy ones.
I learned well, huh?
Hmm?